And I don't think this is something that's overly dramatic by the FDA, but they're saying it's an epidemic, and I think most experts would agree, because a few years ago, we really didn't see much in the vaping area, especially for teenagers. Last year, around 1.7 million teenagers per survey were actually using vaping products. This year, the numbers are out, and people that have seen them say that has increased 75% to where now around 3 million teenagers, high schoolers, are using vaping products. In another survey, 30%, 1 in 3, said that they're actually currently vaping of high schoolers, and middle schoolers. These are 13 to 18-year-olds. This has huge health implications, and this has the medical community, the health community, the FDA very concerned about what's going to happen with these teenagers because, again, it has severe health implications and the addiction potential that could lead them to smoking.
Okay, talk about the health implications, because right now, vaping is seen as a far healthier alternative to smoking.
And if you talk to most experts, and I agree with them, the question is, is vaping better than smoking? Yes. But is vaping safe? No. Those are two very distinct questions. Vaping absolutely is not safe. Now, one of the products, the most popular one, is called Juul, and I'm not picking on them. They just happen to be the most popular one. If you look at all of the pods they use that have the different products that they actually vape, the chemicals, each one of those products has nicotine in it. Nicotine is extremely addictive, especially for the teen brain that's developing. On top of that, there's a lot of chemicals in there. When the product burns, they get put into the lungs. And one thing we learned in medical school, and this was a basic thing we learned year one, you don't want to put anything into your lungs because it's going to cause problems somewhere down the road. The problem with these products are we don't know what's going to happen because they're so new, and especially the fact that teenagers are using them. On top of that, other surveys have come out showing that teenagers are actually substituting cannabis or marijuana liquid into those pods and using it at alarming amounts. And so, again, you not just have the vaping products themselves, which can cause a nicotine addiction, which can lead to smoking, the chemicals, which can cause lung problems, but the marijuana as well.
I have a very naive question, Dr. Torres, to ask you, and that is, how do you obtain marijuana oils when it's not federally legal in the United States?
And it's not legal for these children, these teenagers especially, to have vaping products either. And this is one of those things that teenagers have ways to get these things, and that's why there's illegal drugs out there. Is it through the
internet? Do you think that with the rise, across Canada, it's legal now for medical use? It will be very shortly for recreational use. Does that make it that much easier for teens here in the United States to obtain these products?
And I think if you look at the states that have actually legalized marijuana, that's one of the big issues they have. I come from Colorado, and I've been there back when the legalization first took hold. One of the issues they had is how to control that from getting into teenagers' hands, because it's like anything else. I know when I was a teenager, if you wanted to get alcohol, you could always get an adult to buy it for you at some stage. It's the same with the marijuana now, that they're getting adults to buy it for them. And there's also the illegal market where they can buy it on the street corner. And so that combination is where they get that cannabis and the cannabis oils from that they can put into these vaping products. And oftentimes they'll do this at school itself. And so, again, we're not only talking the tobacco-type products, the nicotine-type products in these e-cigarettes, but also the marijuana, which we know for developing brains can cause long-term issues.